everybody, it's Melanie Silva, recovered people pleaser turned boundary baddie. And in today's episode, we're diving into dating after you've started healing from being a people pleaser. I remember when I first got back out into the dating field, I almost slipped right back into those same old patterns. But instead, I did things differently. These are the 5 steps I use to date with confidence, clarity, and boundaries. And hey, if you're a people pleaser who wants to stop, it starts with saying no. Click below to grab my free guide on how to say no with grace. All right, let's get into it. Step 1, set expectations from jump. Yes, even in the app. I didn't wait until a 3rd date to set boundaries. I put them right in my dating profile. Like, I'm talking from jump. One of the prompts on my dating app was like, don't hate me if ... And I put, don't hate me if I prefer a phone or video call or an actual date within the first 2 weeks, as texting forever takes up too much time. And guess what? I got great responses. Fewer men wasting my time, more men scheduling actual conversations or dates after just a few texts. One guy even said, when I read that, I knew I had to message you quick. You gave me just this little 2-week window. So yeah, light the fire, baby. Light it. This is not you being too much. It's refreshing, and it helps weed out the folks who aren't serious. And you know what's funny? We put so many silly things on our dating apps, like embarrassing stories or love languages, but nobody asks, can we actually communicate? Because let's be real, if we can't communicate pre-relationship, why are we out here acting like we're ready for one? Step 2. Don't get stuck in Pen Pal Purgatory. If you've been texting back and forth for days and they're not trying to plan a call or a date, stop texting them, period. I used to hold out hope like, well, maybe he's shy or maybe he's busy. No, he's not serious or he's not emotionally available. Either way, it's a no. Especially like as a recovered people pleaser, you have to stop falling in love with the potential and start seeing what's right in front of you. A grown adult man who is genuinely interested will make it happen. If he's texting all day but never following through, that's a boy, not a man. And the same goes for women. If she won't schedule or show up, she's not serious. We're not out here for maybe energy. Not anymore. So move on quickly. Step 3. Watch how the date gets set up. So let's say you've scheduled a date. Now watch how it unfolds. If you plan something for Sunday, he should be confirming with you by Friday or Saturday. You shouldn't wake up on Sunday like, I wonder what I'm doing today. No. If he texts you the day of being like, hey, are we still on? Or what should we do today? You respond with, hey, I didn't hear from you, so I assumed this wasn't happening. I made other plans. Here are some other times I'm available. Boom. That's how you show that your time is valuable and still offer a second chance. But you're not waiting around. Because here's the thing, if he doesn't value your time, he probably doesn't value his time. And if he's not managing his own life, well, do we really need to entertain him? I think not. Step 4, guard your story, guard your power. Okay, so let's say we're finally on the date. Yay! Now let's talk boundaries with your story. If you drink, I strongly recommend keeping it to 2 drinks max because alcohol makes it way too easy to start oversharing, especially if you've been a people pleaser. You might feel like you have to be totally open, give full answers, tell the whole story. You don't. In fact, don't. Oversharing early sends the message, hey, you get full access to me just for showing up. And that's a no. We don't want that. I remember a guy once asked me, how do you think you got your sense of humor? And I launched into my epilepsy diagnosis, the trauma, the whole saga. Like, girl, wrap it up. Okay? And he found it fascinating, but he didn't stick around. Being sincere is beautiful, but there's a difference between honesty and emotional dumping. Now, if this had happened again, I may say something like, oh, life's hurdles just forged a fiery spirit, okay? Say something like that and I'd keep it moving. Or if I do share something more real, I would say, hey, I had some health stuff back then, epilepsy, but that's all I want to share for now. You see, guardrails. You can be warm and open and still have boundaries. Because people might not judge you to your face, but they're watching how you hold yourself. And if they think you're still unhealed, many won't want to stick around, even if they're also unhealed. Step 5, set physical boundaries clearly. Do not leave it to chance. If you've been in situationships or physical too soon and felt undervalued, listen up. Boundaries are your protection. If a man suggests coming over or you going to his place, I'll tell them straight up, sure, but nothing crazy's happening. And I say it with eye contact because I mean it. Honestly, early on, I don't even suggest going to their place. You don't know this person. But if you do go and it starts getting weird, leave. You're allowed to protect yourself mid-date. You don't owe them your body. Because if they can't respect that, they were never here for something real anyway. Here's the thing. This dovetails with the oversharing boundary. See, a lot of times when things get emotional on a date, it will make both parties want to get physical. That same guy who I was sharing the epilepsy story with, he was getting fired up listening to it, asking more questions. He started sharing more about himself with me, more vulnerable information. Next thing you know, we're at his place, getting physical, and he ghosted me after that. How the hell do you think I felt after that? Really? I shared some of the deepest parts of myself. I shared emotionally and physically, and at the end of the day, he was gone and I was left holding the bag. That hurt. That was embarrassing. I felt stupid. As a woman, that is one of the most painful feelings. Now, I would never let that happen. If you want more than a teaser, I need to know that you're going to stick around for the whole movie. You do not get the best parts of me for free. And you should also live by that. Step 6, don't chase. Let them show up. After a date, I'll send a quick, hey, thanks again, had a great time. Then I let them lead. If he's serious, he'll stay in touch. If he doesn't, don't chase him. Let me say this clearly. If a man is not chasing you, he is not serious about you, or he's not emotionally available for the kind of relationship you actually want and deserve. A honest, healthy, and reciprocal relationship. And sis, you are done with chasing. You've been in enough relationships where you were undervalued, unheard, and over-functioning. That's not the energy anymore. No, you're not auditioning, you're observing. Also, bonus tip, ask better questions. Take time before your dates to think about your questions. You're not just answering theirs, you're interviewing them too. I like to ask, who were you in high school? Or what did you want to do back then? And are you doing it now? What are your dreams? Are you still chasing them? They're not like too soul level deep, but they tell me a lot more than, what do you do for work? Or what shows are you watching on Netflix? Ask things that actually reveal a person without overexposing yourself. So there you have it. These steps have saved me so much time, energy, and heartbreak, and have led me to way better dating experiences than I ever had before as a people pleaser. And no, I haven't found Mr. Right yet, but I'm no longer being breadcrumbed by Mr. Meh, okay? I feel respected, I feel clear, I feel free. So if you're ready to stop people pleasing in dating and beyond, don't forget to grab my free guide on how to say no with grace. Link below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're into being a boundary baddie.